Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Hey, YouTube. What's up? We gonna talk about what's up. Hey, Uncle Tim. What's going on, Lady Knuckles? hmm You got your new avatar, new pic there. It's new. Hi, Coco85. Uh, Peter Paulo. Peter Paulo. Okay. Marco Polo and Peter Paulo. Hi, Prima Wanda and Blue Skies. Hello, everybody. How y'all doing on this Saturday? Well, it pains me because here we go again. When you choose to be in the beef sector, it means you choose to report on each other, right? And sometimes that can be fine, particularly if it's about people you don't like, or you want to say something positive about people you do like. But sometimes you can't just let the stories go because that's what people are talking about in the beef sector. We have chosen to talk and report on each other, our own little world, right? So the world that we live in right now are all talking about this situation with the food junkie. Uh, so one of the big stories this week was this food junkie in this near car accident. And then today, it seems to be that now Jay Dunn, which I don't have a problem with Jay Dunn, but we got to report the news just like it is, like we see it, right? We don't have to, we want to. Hey, don't start. Don't start. My baby begged me to come out here. I locked him up. Squong, 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 squong. You gonna stay here? You gotta be quiet. Anyway, so the situation was, of course, food junkies talking shit on YouTube, and he nearly gets into rear-end somebody. He says the roads were slick. I don't know. It seems like it's summertime. I don't know how bad the roads would be. But if there's a little rain on there, I guess that's bad roads, whatever. That's his story, his spin on it. But the point is, he almost ran into the back of somebody. Now, he ain't the only one, honey. People, to thine own self be true. If you're going to make the argument that food junkie should not be talking on this, he should not be talking on YouTube while he's driving, right? If you're going to make that argument, you have to make an argument for everybody. So you're saying your argument is then that nobody should be driving while they're on YouTube, right? Now I don't have a strong feeling about it one way or the other, but I mean, be clear. When they outlawed texting and driving, they came up with the reality, the investigating and recognized the reality that people were dying because people were having horrible car accidents because they were looking momentarily at their phones to text somebody. Texting and driving became a big thing, and I think it's illegal in pretty much every state now. I believe there are federal laws even against texting and driving, right? So if you're going to say that food junkie is wrong because you saw him on film, that means you're taking the argument then that going live while driving is wrong. You're for it or you're against it, but you can't make it just that person, that one particular person shouldn't be driving while on YouTube. No, that's not how it works, honey. That means everybody who you know who video records while driving, they're all wrong. What's good for the goose, good for all of them, honey. Right? So what are you saying then? So I guess him and this girl, Jay Dunn, got into it. She's saying that she wants to protect the community. She wants to protect the roads and all this shit, right? It's a vendetta, child. Just be honest, people. You got mad at this person and you sought to call the police on them. I don't know where people are finding the amusement in that. You ain't protecting shit but your own interests. You want to get even. You want to embarrass this boy, and apparently you have no problem with sending him to jail. That means they should all be in jail because they're all doing the exact same thing, right? Hey, people, hi, Prima Wanda. On-site April. Nicole Reloaded, my lovely moderator. How y'all doing? Let me see. Yeah, so I'm just giving you my opinion about the thing. And what are you doing also is she says she's going to go down on there on Monday with his real name. I don't know. First of all, Jay Dunn, here's what happened. You called these people this morning or yesterday. You're telling them somebody's driving on a freeway, which means they're moving. You don't know their name. You don't know where they are. You're just saying somebody's on the freeway somewhere talking on YouTube. Who is it, ma'am? Oh, I don't know. Where do they live, ma'am? I don't know. Where's the car? I mean, the car is moving, so the car is probably 2 miles from when you called us, right? So are we looking for a certain kind of vehicle? Can you describe the vehicle? Mm-hmm. Did this person intentionally cause an accident? Or you're saying that you witnessed someone nearly have an accident, and you're simply saying that this person should be taken off the road? Is this person intoxicated? Does someone got a gun in the car? We're trying to find something to work with here, ma'am. You don't know who they are. You don't know where they're at. You don't know what the car looks like. You don't know what the person looks like. You don't know the person's name. So now days later, you're going to come up with this. Now you want to go down to the office and with this person's name to try to do what exactly? The baby, please let me concentrate. Quiet. Poor baby, he really struggles. Every time somebody walks through that fucking hall, I can't even hear them, but they're kids that live in this building. And he hears them every step in the damn hallway. He hears, and he tries to be good, and so he can stay in with his dad. But he can't hardly resist. Daddy, I'm security. What the hell was I saying? What you're doing is you're drawing attention to the fact that people are on YouTube on the freeways, right? So the outcome that you desire is likely not going to happen because this boy ain't broke no laws. It's not against the law. His hands free. We don't, girl. There's no incident. You can't have an incident report without an incident, right? Anyway, so she came down there with all that information. Then she said, "She's gonna go down." You have no business doing that, Jaden. I'm sorry, honey. We've been friends on here, but wrong is wrong, and we got to call this thing out. Running down to the goddamn police audit is not a good thing for Black people in general. Now they will start if you draw attention to the fact that people are on there using YouTube, then they're going to make a law. Y'all think laws can't be made? What about that girl that was just on here last week with her scandal about her son? Did she go down and have the law changed, or have people to look at the law, draw attention to this law that she viewed as being unfair? Maybe it was unfair, whatever it was, but we can see how things can change based on your people murmuring and complaining, right? So, Jay Dunn, what does this got to do with you? People have near accidents all the goddamn time, and they have real accidents all the goddamn time. He ain't all that unusual, honey. He ain't all that. You just saw it on film. That's all. Anyway, what do y'all think? Y'all think this woman? You know how I feel about these people calling police. Now, why are you calling the police? Did a person come to your house and assault you, or stalk you, or do anything to you? You're just randomly saying that he's on the freeway. He almost had an accident. Girl. Oh, people say, oh, it's wrong. He can hurt somebody. All of them can hurt somebody. Every goddamn person on YouTube who drives while using YouTube could hurt somebody. And you know what? Everybody who's using a telephone, even though it's not hands-on, even though they don't have the phone to their ear because it's against the law, even though they're just talking into their car, if they're in an argument with their daughter, let's say, about a boy they don't like, and they're yelling and screaming, they are just as capable of having a car accident as this boy is for being on YouTube. It's the same thing, people. It's the goddamn same thing. And people talk on their phones all the time. You know goddamn well when you drive past people, you hear them talking or yelling or screaming or whatever the hell they're doing on the phone. It's the same thing as doing it on YouTube. So all you're gonna do, Miss J. Dunn, is draw people's attention to the fact now, okay, we got to watch people who are talking on YouTube, right? So you might come up with this great big old outcome because you had you were being vindictive against some guy you were arguing with on YouTube, right? So what is the goal? You want to go down to the police office and you want to tell them this boy's name and what you're going to show them the film. Oh, look at what he did. Look what he did. What he did. And they're going to say, well, what exactly is it that he did? He nearly had an accident. The police officers might say, well, hell, I nearly had an accident this morning. I was just talking to my wife. It only takes a second, right? Anyway, I ain't no friend of this boy. And J Dunn, I have been okay. Well, something needs to be said about this. Stay out these goddamn police faces. How many times do we need more George Floyd incidents? That man was killed over a goddamn $20 bill. That he might, as far as we know, he don't even know that he had it. And some person in the goddamn store decided to call the police on him. And look what the fuck happened with that. You see, food junkies are hothead. So what if they do pull him over? They say, oh, we got your name, we got your, and we trace that to your car, your license plates, and we pulled you over, and he acts a damn fool. So what if they tase his ass in the neck? What outcome are you trying to get, J. Dunn? Exactly. Do you want him to lose his driver's license? Is that your goal? And what would be the offense again? Are you trying to get him banned from using YouTube? How's that going to work? Have you ever made videos in your own car? Or is it just something you don't like to do? So all the people who you do like, who use their YouTube in their car, they're just as guilty. Because they didn't kill nobody, they don't make it any less guilty. It's the exact same thing, honey. So maybe nobody should be using YouTube, making videos while they're driving. Is that what you're saying? Pick a side, honey. Blue skies. Sunshine, blue skies. Please go away. My girl done found another and gone away. Listen, rainbow without the teardrops, and no one can ever know that I'm crying, crying, crying. Did I mix two songs? I know it might sound strange, but I wish it would rain. Oh, how I wish that it would rain, rain. Let it rain. What y'all think about it? They've been talking about this all over the YouTube, so we have to talk about it too. I am not with all this shit. Why people listen? Are both of these guys, are they so ill matched that now you have to involve the police for your little YouTube beef? Jay, don't be on here talking about you doing it for the good of the people of Atlanta, Georgia. You know how many accidents there are in the land of Atlanta, Georgia? Do you know how many murders with guns occur in the land of Atlanta, Georgia, honey? Real crime, deliberate crimes, honey. An accident is an accident. We got to see something that happens all the time, girl. People always get you know. What happens when you have an accident on the freeway and it happens right in front of you, and now you're going from 2 cars, and now you got an 8-car pileup? It's an accident. It's an accident. Are you going to blame the first people who got in the accident? They're accidents, honey. So yes, it was an unfortunate situation, and I'm not trying to defend that boy or anything like that. But at the same time, I don't think it's anything for you to be taking it upon yourself to be going down to no police departments, right? What kind of a horrible tragedy are we going to have to witness on YouTube to make people understand that the police are not your friend? They are there to perform a job. If your life is in danger, if your home is in danger, if something has done something to your children, they have a purpose, honey. They are not our friends. They are certainly not the friends of black males, period. Food junkies are hothead. They confront him, something stupid, and then they kill his ass. All you gotta do is watch the news. A lot of people want to jump on the bandwagon and say, "Oh, he's endangering the world. He's well, he's been doing it for 3 years, then, honey. I mean, hasn't he? How many times do you got to slam on the brakes because somebody did something in front of you, child? Tell the truth. How many times have you been on your phone distracted by because you're in a conversation and you nearly ran off the goddamn road or ran into somebody? You had to slam on the brakes, right? People slam on the brakes all the time, girl. It ain't that serious, honey. It really isn't. It really isn't. You can't convict people of something that might happen. Oh, it might happen. Oh, what if a little kid was walking in the street? Oh, what if this and what if that? What if you can't convict people on what if, honey? You are involving the police in some black dude's life? I'm not with it. That's why I can't deal with a lot of these people, honey. I'm not gonna let them turn me into some damn rat snitch down at the police station. You get the police on speed dial. I don't like those games. I'll tell you very true, honestly. I don't give a damn who does it. I don't like it, honey. I'm gonna send you to jail because you nearly had an accident. Ain't that a bitch? They're just tolerating you over there, Jay Dunn. You're not making any sense. How you gonna report something in moving traffic from somebody you don't know their name? You don't know where they live. You don't even know what kind of vehicle they're driving, let alone a license plate. And even if you did, what would be the crime that you would charge them with? You think they're gonna just stop everything and then change the law because Jay Dunn said somebody almost had an accident on the freeway in the rain? If they're anything like here, soon the first rains, honey, motherfuckers slipping and sliding all over the goddamn place, whether they're talking on some device or not. These are the modern times that we have devices now, child. I don't see that much difference between talking on the phone and talking on goddamn YouTube, unless you're actually looking at YouTube or trying to look at the chat. You might have to straighten yourself up. But this is the world we live in today. I mean, the world we grew up in, we didn't have no goddamn phones and internets and all this stuff. Do you know how many vloggers do car chronicles? Well, you got to convict all of them then. I ain't saying I ain't got no problem with people if that's how they want to do their videos, they want to talk on their way to work or whatever they want to do, honey. I ain't got no problem with them. Well, but I'm saying is though, you can't convict one without convicting them all, right? You got to say that driving while vlogging is irresponsible, right? You can't just pick one person out because you happen to witness him skirting. I mean, how long a skid was that? Was it 30 seconds? So I agree with you on side, April. A lot of people do it. She gonna step into their pockets. Hell, you get the wheels moving. Somebody drew attention to no hand. You gotta have hands on kind of thing. Somebody, and then they made that the law, right? So now are you going to interfere with all people who vlog from their cars? That's what you're saying. You want to send one to hell, but you can send them all to hell then, because they're all doing the same thing. Mr. Vin in my Mustang and tore up my Maserati's front end, messing with a stupid phone. Okay. Yeah, Marsha, but that ain't got nothing to do with food junkie situation. Mr. Tim, I hit Dr. Vin in my Mustang and tore up my Mitsubishi's front end, messing up with a stupid phone call. Right. So that means nobody on the freeway then should use phones because of the situation you had, Marsha. I got news for you. Even before we even had a cell phone or even conceived of what that was, we were still watching them on Star Trek. People were still having car accidents. They were having car accidents with no mechanicals in there at all. Some of them would just listen to the music. Only takes a second. So my point is, what's she running to the police for? You got a problem with these men, honey. Girl, if you don't want to fuck with them, you have to block them and don't fuck with them. If you can't go, you can't use your words, honey. If you cannot use your words, I don't see him being any tremendous challenge, to be honest. I don't know why you can't just defeat him with words. Then you need to leave him alone. Right? Black folks, we can't be over here complaining about the way these cops treat black people if we ourselves are the one calling them on black people. And I don't know even how important the race is in a situation like this. Should be calling them no people on bullshit. It's got nothing to do with you. Something you saw on your internet, right? And you decided to use this as a weapon. People got their clicks and views from the story. Everybody got a little this and a little that, a little taste. And that's it, honey. An accident that never happened. What do you think they will put him in prison? And if you're running down there with somebody's government name, girl, I think that might even go past the doxing. There's got to be a connection there in some way because you're getting the information from somebody, right? Somebody's sharing you the information with you, but this boy's a name. What was that? Let me hear what some of y'all say. I just talk too much. She don't care. Girl, she ain't concerned about no goddamn Atlanta, Georgia. The roads in Atlanta, Georgia, please. You think all accidents are going to stop because food junkies stop making videos? No matter how you feel on the inside, you cannot convict somebody of what you think they could happen. You could happen. You could have a car accident too, Jay Dunn. Anybody can have an accident. It's not your call. It's not your business, frankly. But you have to be woman enough or male enough or trans enough, whatever you consider yourself, to say, you know what? I got pissed off at him, and this is the way I was going to get him. Recognize that. And recognize what the possible consequences when you go sicken the police on people because of some bullshit on YouTube. Pretty purple. Hi, pretty purple rain. Purple rain. Purple rain. Woo-hoo. She don't care. She just mad at Food Junkie because he clowned her. But everybody clowns her. That's why she shouldn't be trusted to do to others people's women. Trusted to do other people's dirty. Right. I mean, you had stalking charges on yourself, didn't you? Ouch. Everybody not gonna be running down to that courthouse they done. Now you might be comfortable. You like to sue people. You like to go down to the courthouse, prove your point and all that. And maybe it's something that you like. Maybe you feel like you're winning something or whatever. But you are attacking somebody just out of the blue because of an argument, girl, and it's dead wrong. You shouldn't be tying people's lives up. So what, they both take off work now to go to court to try to explain what the fuck you're talking about, girl? It's crazy. It's crazy. And you lose every time you do something like this, you lose credibility. People say, oh, she always called on police. Is that the jacket you want? That's a rat. That's a snitch. So why don't people do themselves a favor and just don't fuck with you, period? So I ain't gonna. Whenever I'm beefing with somebody, the moment they talk about the way they calling the police and all this kind of shit, call the FBI, call the CIA, girl, kind of get my dog taken. Girl, I am done. I'm done. I don't want to play with you, bitch. I just don't. There is a host that has celebrities singing on his show at night and blogging. I forgot his name. Oh my goodness. Hey, they singing in the car, singing in the rain. They just singing in the rain. Mm-hmm. Why y'all all getting deleted out here? What y'all doing? Astro Kid, you acting up? And Tiny, what y'all doing? It's against the law, period. If the police had witnessed food junkie, he would have. Okay, what happens when you get in that car accident? I'm just curious, people. People get all on their high minded. Oh, it's against the law. The law is for the lawless, and all this kind of shit until they bump their ass into somebody's car. Right? You get in a car accident. What they want the insurance card, girl. Let's take care of the financial part of this. Is anybody hurt in the car? We're way ahead of that. We ain't even had no accident, girl. People have car accidents every goddamn day. Right? Should you throw your cell phone in the trash? Because you might be talking to somebody and they might say something. You say, oh, wait a minute. And then boom. Get out the police face. God damn. What is it going to have to take for people to understand, people? Leave the goddamn police alone. What the fuck is wrong with these people? Right? You're not white. You're not white. I'm gonna call the police. I'm gonna call the police. I'm Black Karen. I'm Black Karen. Oh, the law is for the unlawless. Oh, I'm a tax-paying citizen. Oh, girl, shut the fuck up. It's bullshit. That girl ain't got no business going on no goddamn police station because his boy had damn near had slamming on his brakes on the goddamn freeway a week ago. I got his real name. I got his real name. Girl, please. Same thing, make you laugh, make you cry, honey. You bring your ass out there, and when you get your car accident, girl, maybe they throw your ass in jail. That's what it is. They talk about white people always calling the police. Oh, they always calling the police on for no reason, for no reason. But I want to call the police on you for no reason, for no reason. What's good for the goose, good for the ganders, child. If somebody does something to you, girl, that is illegal, something against your body or your property, then you call the police. That's what they're there for. Making these random stupid ass calls, girl, that is not what they're there for. So what they must do, go out there, but they gonna have a SWAT team on and helicopters and shit because his boy slammed on his brakes? What car would they look for? Stupid. They're probably gonna pass 6 accidents on the way to your accident, girl, or your almost could be accident. It's silly. Y'all shouldn't be making excuses for that girl. Wrong is wrong, honey. Just say it's wrong. I don't take no pleasure out of trying to defend that boy because we ain't friends. But right is right and wrong is wrong. And she should not be bringing her ass down there because the same thing make you laugh or make you cry. Somebody gonna drag your ass down there, J. Dunn. And apparently somebody already has, girl. Just like you can sue people, they can sue you. They say it's all good because she did it. She done it. I saw her do it to such and such. I saw her do it to this, so why can't I do it to her then? And it's a big old mess that you have created for yourself. Right? Same thing make you laugh, make you cry. They'll use it against you. You can't take the high road after you done did it yourself, honey. I called and reported him. Nothing. Nobody says it's going to make me feel any type of way. Who did you report, April Rain? April Rain. You called. What did you call and reported him? I mean, what did you report him for? Exactly. Because he slammed on his brakes? Is that what you called him for? Girl, they will be interested if there was a vehicular homicide or he had swiped somebody and it went off into a ditch. Him slamming on his brakes, girl, is not going to excite the police. So if it makes you feel better, if it makes you happy, then go ahead and do it, girl. If that's what you like to do, you like to call the police. I understand. A lot of people like to sit in their windows. They like to peek out their window, girl. They call that the Gladys Kravitz syndrome, and they like to call the police. I'm calling the police. It gives them a sense of power to just try to destroy somebody. Many people reported him. He's a monster. He's dangerous. Y'all need to shut up, girl. I mean, we're not even talking about a drunk. The boy is not even, he's not even high on anything. What would they convict him of, child? If it's not gonna be against the law to talk on to vlog while you're driving, what would be the crime? You almost just like you. I mean, you almost murdered somebody. You almost caused an accident. You almost this. You almost that. People almost. If you're driving, you people got to know that sometimes you almost hit somebody. Y'all have never used your brakes, huh? Come on, people. You have never in your lifetime had to use your brakes suddenly. I just ain't with the police part, honey. I just ain't with it. I think it's stupid. I think it's dumb as hell. You ain't got nobody, no name, no car, no nothing. There's something that's moving. There's 10 miles down the road by the time you call them. Were they supposed to go in there and find them? Or I mean, what do you think is what has occurred exactly? I mean, how many more black people have got to be killed fucking with these police? Do you realize how easy it is to get in the kerfuffle with police? Particularly, y'all see how he acts. He want to stab people with corkscrews and shit. Y'all see the way he was it 6 days ago? Some big ass black man in a big old road hog truck, and he cussing at him, motherfucker, you nigga, and all that, pull out the corkscrew and all that kind of shit, right? So this is the kind of personality you're dealing with, honey. So what if he gets one of these attitudes, one of these police, these Atlanta's finest? What's to prevent them from putting a bullet in his goddamn head? I saw a weapon. Thank you, Bless Watkins. She was out of line, period. Admit when you're wrong. Say, you know, I got a little hot, girl. I tried to get him. I shouldn't have done that. And no, I'm not showing up at no police station on Monday. And I don't think it's anything to be worrying about. You ain't really got that much to work with, girl. You don't even have a dead body to work with. You can't even report a hit and run. You're reporting a could have been a hit and run. I mean, not even a run. Could have been a hit. There could have been a car accident out there on a rainy day. Well, you say, well, ma'am, we kind of had 1,200 reports that day on real accidents. Could you stop it, please? It's a crime to record phone calls without the other person. What was the phone call involved? She did, girl. That was all showboating. Why you got to have it online? I mean, you calling the police, but you got to have your video going. You got to get clicks and views for you to be reporting the police. That ain't what we take pride in around here, honey. Right? You supposed to come back here and read him. Ooh, I read him. That's it. That's all you get, girl. A few clicks and views. Maybe you made $8 that day and let it go. Then you find yourself, I'm gonna stick to my guns. I'm gonna show up at the police office. Oh, I'm gonna get his real name. I'm gonna do, and he ain't did a damn thing to you, ma'am. What did he do to you? Oh, nobody could have did to somebody else in Atlanta. Oh, look out! How many people you got in Atlanta? Oh, go down to the morgue, honey, and see the real cases, girl. Lifetime to explain to dumb people. Something about these black folks. I don't know, honey. I guess people just take pride in being squares, right? They always want to throw up how much they pay in taxes. They always want to talk about how, I'm a law-abiding citizen. Girl, so what? Shouldn't you be a law-abiding citizen? I mean, what the hell? What do you want, a cookie? God damn, should you not be shoplifting? I mean, what do you mean you're a law-abiding citizen? Thanks for the info. I hope y'all ain't passing no info in here. Don't be passing no names in my chat, please. I beg you, honey. We don't play like that. You're doxing on your chat. Jay, don't stop that. I don't want to see that over here. Don't use me. I am not a snitch. Y'all know that I went to prison 10 times. I could have stayed out of prison any one of those times, girl. All I had to do was snitch. All I had to do was tell them who my connection was. And I never did it. I never did it. All the times I went to jail, not one goddamn time. It's a matter of character. It's a matter of character. Don't do that over here, J Dunn. I'm serious. Do not put nobody's name in my chat, nobody's address, nobody's nothing. If you can't fight the boy, then just go and get off YouTube. It's as simple as that. Or block him and move on to your next conversation. I would not be a part of that, girl. I'm serious. Don't make me a part of it. Y'all make sure y'all read my novel. It'll be out next month. It's called Murder in the Beef Sector. Little blue skies. Better see my little Shih Tzu. Hi, little Shih Tzu, blue skies. Nobody is doxing. Do I have a moderator even in here right now? Yeah, Deborah Mitchell, if you see somebody doxing, block them. Yeah, it has to happen. I want no part of it, honey. It's Buttercup. I don't see it. If I see it, I'm taking it out. You guys see anything like that? Anybody's address, anybody's name, anybody's information being put in this chat, please block them forever. It is a matter of character. J Dunn, I'm kind of surprised at you, really. I wish you wouldn't take the stance at all. And just then to stand by what you know is wrong. You are not concerned about all the young lives in Atlanta. Look at all the lives that were saved because Food Junkie, he made that skid mark. Huh? Girl, be honest. You're a vindictive person, and you're showing us a side of you that I'm sure nobody needs to see. Nobody needs to see that. Okay? And we stood by you when you wanted to sue that boy because they set you up in Orlando. But don't expect people to do right by you when we see you doing dirty by other people. And you know good and damn well I'm no friend of Food Junkies. But right is right and wrong is wrong. Right? You have no business in that, period. It's not done. It's probably, oh my God, I hope not. I hope not. Woof, booga woof, booga woof, booga woof. Booga woof. Is there a way to order the book early? No, I didn't do no early release kind of thing. I put the book just the cover out as a start of my promotion for that thing, right? I just talked to the editor, and she's received a hard copy now, but it's not going to move, I don't think, as fast as I want it to move, but it's still going to be sometime in September when the book is released, and it'll be available, right? So, no, there's no way to pre-order. They're doxing via their username. What are they doxing? Are they putting somebody's information in here? We just got a hi, Nikki. Nikki, be aware if anybody puts anybody's information in the chat, please. We need to remove them permanently. If we want this thing to get cleaned up where we can have fun on here again, we're going to have to all participate. We can't be out here making it worse, honey. These damn people will call and trying to get people's kids taken out of the house. I can't even conceive of that. What the fuck what end result are you trying to accomplish, honey? Oh, I heard a baby in the background. I heard a baby cry. Since when the babies don't cry? What is that? Now, Tim is accusing me of doxing. I'm accusing someone is passing you information. That's exactly what I'm accusing you of, J Dunn. I'm asking you not to do that. I don't find any humor in doxing, period. Nothing. I don't want to be a part of it. What, because he hurt your feelings? He called you a name? He called you Jabba the Hutt. I was amused when he called you Jabba the Hutt. You know why? Because that was my name for 17 years. Jabber. And some would pronounce it Jabba. Surely you can come back with something on Food Junkie. Just go back to his page, look at 3 or 4 of his videos, and find something you can talk about. He's an arrogant person. He's plenty to talk about. There's plenty of physical attributes, and just learn to use your words, honey. That way you'll get better at using your words. If you cower out in the middle every time you go run into the police, girl, you're never going to develop the skill to really tear somebody a new asshole, girl, with just your mouth. That's how you develop a skill, by just using your words. Going to the police, going to FBI, going to the CIA. None of that helps you to develop skill in what you're supposed to be doing on here, right? It's being kind of cowardice. You didn't pass any information on here? Well, thank you. And don't receive any. Don't tell them to send you shit on here. So we still ain't got no problem as far as I'm concerned, Jay. I'm just correcting you, like the Bible say. If you see one of your sisters falling, honey, because you can correct it, and this story will be gone tomorrow. But for you to be sticking to it, talking about you're going to show up at a police station and you're going to get the real name and all this kind of shit, girl. You're only dragging this thing out. You may feel like you're getting clicks and views, but you're not a poor person. What difference does it make if you get another $7, $8, $16? Because you done made this whole controversy now. And got this reputation of being one of these people who call the police all the time. It's crazy. What else is happening? Anything else going on, people? Is there anything else going on worth talking about? Let's see. I'm going to see for myself. I see that hideous monster over there came back at me last night. That thing, that Wilson monster, she came on. I have to be in a certain mood to listen to her. Saying the exact same goddamn shit she's been saying for the last 3 years. She ain't saying, if she really wants to hear our views, she hasn't done nothing. I still didn't get an answer for my question, nigga. Where's the damn job? What happened? You got all the talk in the world about how wonderful you is. How do you get yourself fixed to where you think that you can come on here and talk about yourself and your accomplishment and how wonderful you are for 2 hours, and then had nothing to say positive about anybody else, downgrading everyone else who you feel are beneath you? You have to crush them into the ground, and then you want to build yourself up. Don't you find that strange? I think it's a very strange kind of thing, child. There's somebody sitting up here bragging on it. What are you bragging about? I mean, why have you convinced yourself that anybody gives a goddamn where you live? I don't understand it. And why do you feel like you have to constantly try to degrade where somebody else lives? See, you're letting us know that you're trailer trash. That tells us you're trailer trash, girl, because you're still suffering under that. And let me ask you one more question, but we ain't gonna go back and no Jay Wilson shit. He ain't gonna take over every goddamn live I had. But I want to ask you something. You went on about how there was this woman in the trailer, just like he is, but same part as his apartment, and she had all this stuff just pushed in there in the trailer, and she had you couldn't even walk in there. And at the same time, out of the same side of your mouth, bitch, you're saying that you were 4 years old when you left the trailer. So this is the perception of a 4-year-old? Nigga, you ain't got no perception of nobody damn bodies apart, home or furniture or their antiques at 4. Bitch, you were raised there, girl. Just tell the truth. Stupid ass. He is convinced that everybody cares. Oh, I went did this. Oh, I got this degrees. But God is being so good to me. God is being so good. Girl, ain't God the same God to everybody? Isn't it the same God? I gotta be careful with that kind of language, because that boy, he can suck you in. He's like a vortex, honey. There's so many hundreds of ways to criticize that bitch. Mentally, he is still in that trailer. He'll never leave. That's right. Got a lock on his mind, honey. He's got a lock on his mind. And he really believes that people are impressed with him. I don't understand why do you even need that? I don't need nobody to be impressed. Oh, you bought furniture. You bought furniture. So if I earn the goddamn money, nigga, why wouldn't I buy what I want to buy with my money? What a dumbass. Mm-hmm. The most unstable work history, but he has been shown favor. I'm starting a new career at 51. He went into the paper or went online and he found this program. He applied for this program that will give you a job, right? At 51. 51, he's still trying to find himself. He found the program. You got to go through this program for a year, which is probably something near a chaplaincy at a hospital, right? After you finish this program, we're going to place you in a job. So we don't know what the hell happened to the job because you couldn't stop running your mouth about it last week. Now you ain't said a goddamn thing about it. And we find it hard to believe, bitch, that you didn't show up at some job and you ain't said a goddamn thing about it, bitch. Jump the gun. Start running your mouth like something you had secured. And so what if you do got a job? Why in the fuck wouldn't you have a job? Why wouldn't you have a job, nigga? Dumbass. I got faith. Faith ain't fair. Dude, nigga, send TD Jakes 15 or 20. Send him the profits from a prayer cloth. Because since you stole his favor ain't fair, why don't you send him a little token of your esteem, honey? Favor ain't fair. Favor ain't fair. Bitch. Like ain't nobody else got no favor. Ain't nobody else got a house. Ain't nobody else got a car, girl. I work. I'm sitting there thinking, nigga, so you work. God damn, don't everybody work? I mean, most people work. Oh, you don't work. I'm 63 years old, punk. I ain't need no more work. Where's your resume? What resume? What are you talking about? Do drug dealers have resumes? The fuck you talking about, punk? I'm not getting no job. I don't need a resume for. I ain't working no goddamn. It's done. I just told myself that I am not going to be drawn back into that bitch. So let me back out. What job did you retire from? What job did you retire? Nigga, I was a drug dealer, punk. That's just the truth. You see, here's the thing about me. I don't mind telling the truth. This is no more. I have not sold drugs or did crime or did time. I haven't done any of that in 20 years. 20 years, girl. I haven't been a thief in 30 years. That's before most of these people, some of these people on here were even born. And the ones who were born were still in kindergarten and first grade and shit. And this is what this bunk continually wants to throw in my face. Why are you trying to throw something in my goddamn face for? What is the point? I've also written 6 books in the last 10 years, nigga. You acknowledge, oh, I see he wrote that little old book. Well, girl, as far as I know, it's a part of the American dream to complete writing projects, girl. Just something to do, something positive. Did you ever say anything positive about anybody else? Let's talk about that goddamn pamphlet, bitch. You come and do us a reading. Hey, retired choir director. Honey, the church retired your punk ass. I got all this mail coming from the choir to my house. That's why they put me on the mortgage. That's why they on the mortgage. Did he go and apply for that mortgage and say that the choir produced income for him? Is that why they're on the mortgage, girl? Is this a business you own? That's a pathetic way to be. Sitting up there, he runs a half the damn live is about how terrible everybody else is doing, and the other half how wonderful he doing. I mean, doesn't it occur to you? You know, this is a little strange. Why do I keep telling these people about? Because I got a job, girl. Isn't it something I can maybe talk with Mark or my sister or somebody who gives a fuck about me? Right? I mean, it never even occurs to me, people. All you people who are in the chat right now, maybe there's, what are they, 50, 60, 70 people in there? Girl, I don't give a fuck where y'all live. I mean, it's just not my business. It's your life, honey. It's just not my business. I'm sure a lot of you have beautiful homes. I'm sure a lot of you have lovely relationships. I'm sure you got BMW, Mercy B's, as Shirley Caesar would say, a Mercy B. I'm sure you have all the stuff that you want, all the stuff you work for, girl. But it has absolutely nothing to do with me. I'm not going to treat you any different if you live in a room or if you live in a mansion. It doesn't make a difference to me. It's your life. You have to live it. He got over it, convinced somebody that they want what he got. I had my event. He talked about that goddamn event that Vivian put together, girl. He must have, girl, he wore that out for 2 goddamn years. In my event, everybody got a package. Everybody got a carriage. Everybody sit up here and watch you and King Jive beg for goddamn 3 days. That's what we saw, girl. None of us are favored as pastor. He's the only one. He's the onlyest one. You're right. Watch this. He's the onlyest one. Favor ain't fair, he say. Y'all see that sermon with TD Jakes? Go see it. Favor ain't fair. And then Sarita, his wife, she was on the sidelines, right? Sitting in the chairs on the podium. I ain't got no problem with their family. They've done well. But when he started talking about favor at fair, honey, she popped up out of that chair and started dancing, girl. Oh, they had to hold it down. Hold down the motherfucker. Favor, it ain't fair. It ain't fair. A braggadocious spirit. Although Jakes is not like that, really. He's a decent guy. Yeah, I think probably Jakes is probably one of the best ones out there. And he finally abandoned his assault on gay people. I guess after they got the marriage, it kind of lost a lot of his fire. It's only one God, honey. And God ain't doing no more over there than he's doing over here. Period. It is a personal relationship. You ain't got to be out here trying to beat nobody over the head with it. Oh, I don't know here. I don't know about your relationship with God. I don't know. Girl, we can see what your relationship ain't shit. You ain't no spiritual person. You're an evil bitch. You will know them by the fruits. Fuck is your fruits? You think that house is the fruits? I've been here 7 years. What's the big deal about living in your house 7 years? I live in this apartment for 10, nigga. What the fuck is that? What you thought? You think everybody else in here are homeless? What are you trying to say, boy? I've been here 7 years to pay my mortgage. I've been here 7 years. Girl, some people have been in their house generationally, girl. They've been in their house 100 years. They've been in their house 20, 30. They didn't pay off their mortgages, girl. What are your chances of paying off a mortgage, bitch? You just getting it at 50 years old. 47 years old. Get a mortgage and lose the job in the same goddamn year. Baby, I ain't got no shame about me selling drugs. I sold drugs because I did drugs. That is something that we did together, girl. Drug addicts, drug dealers. Something about crystal meth, honey. Everybody who sold it did it. That's why I sold it. I ain't got no shame to it, honey. And the many times there were reasons why we kept doing it, girl. And we had a ball. And now the youth is over, girl. And God has been good and blessed me with longevity that I didn't deserve. That stupid ass punk. Who did Ray Charles? Hi, Ray Charles. You back alive? What happened? You got Ray Charles' picture and the goddamn own name. The trolls doxing in the chat gonna be SB. He made a video earlier today about people warning him to release SB. Yes, I saw that. Somebody called into that boy Sean Bradley and tell him, we know you have the address. We know you have the address. See how that shit takes. That's why it's wrong, J Dunn. Now you got other people on here who are evil and bored. Now they want Food Junkie's address. The crime, I guess you just make up a crime. I don't know. I have no idea what your plan is. But yes, I saw that. They want to know his name. You know his real name? And he said, "Oh, I think I might have his real name. I think I might have his real name." People, please read Murder in the Beef Sector. I wish I could send it out right now. I'm tempted to send it out. I got tempted to send it out now because it looks perfect to me as the writer, but it's never perfect. That's why you always have to have editor, and I have two. You have to be patient, and it has to go through those channels, right? Because I want it to be right. That nigga didn't care if it was right or wrong. He would want your money. He sent it out with 27 errors in the first page. He didn't care. You think it would have took him an afternoon to go and correct the damn first pages? No, he didn't care. He is still up, sitting up there just like this. 10 years from now, they'll be able to say, God damn, who is this fool? Because he's sitting up here with work that's got 27 errors in the first page. That's the amount of contempt he had for those people who paid for the goddamn book. Y'all notice something? Have y'all noticed something? He self-published a book. I have self-published 6 books. Have y'all noticed that I have not come on here asking you for a nickel about that book? I have not asked you for one dime about no editor. I ain't asked you for nothing about no publisher. I haven't asked you for a goddamn nickel. But that boy begged. He begged for months before the damn thing was even released. And then he had the audacity to ask the people who paid for the editor, for the publishing, for the formatting, all the people who paid all that stuff. He had the nerve to ask them to buy the book. And not only just buy the book for 18 times what it was worth. It was worth $2 because it was a pamphlet. $18. He wanted them to pay $20 for it. After they're the ones that paid for it. Look at that. You gotta be careful with these black blouses. When you got a dog. Anyway, so recognize that, people. You said, well, damn. He wrote his book. He didn't ask us for nothing. Why did Jay Wilson need all this assistance? Didn't he have a GoFundMe for that book too? I believe, if my memory serves me right, not only did he beg all day and all night on YouTube, but he also had a GoFundMe for that book, as I recall, for the editor who missed 27 errors in the first page. Everybody ain't here just trying to get how I got over. The sun sit back and wonder how I got over. Everybody ain't here to gotta get over, honey. Over. Shirley Caesar. Getting a book published takes a lot. I'm a self-published author. Times have changed. When I wrote my first book, I'll sit there and I word and send the book out to people all the time. No. These days, the technologies we have, you can conceive of your book, you can write your book, however long it takes, edit your own, get your book edited, get it formatted, and get it published. And you can do it all for $0.0. So why that nigga need to collect $1,000 for something that costs 0.0? I'll never know. That's the joy in self-publishing. When you self-publish, you don't have the concern of will it get published? Who gonna read? You don't have any of that, honey. When I'm finished with it, I'll publish it. That's it. Tim will allow pre-orders. I don't know how to do that, Deborah Mitchell. I probably should look into it. No. I rather people. No, you pay for your book and you get it right there. If you download it, which is what I recommend, you get a Kindle. You'll get it within 30 seconds. Right? I don't want to take people's money, promising, oh, it's late, always do this, oh, it's no. Look at that mustache. I got to learn how to do my mustache now. I never have a real one. I've had this same thing since the high school. Turning a little bit gray. Someone said I'm in love with Jay. They're not paying attention, honey. I loathe that boy. I loathe everything about him. That ain't no friend of mine, honey. I just can't do all that bragging. Oh my God, it's sickening. It was sickening last night. God, you just going over the same shit over and over again. Okay, girl, we know you got a house. You got to tell us every video for 3 years. I mean, you live in Texas. Why wouldn't you have a house? I got a job. I got a job. I work hard. Girl, everybody got a job. Unless they're 63 years old. Bitch. And quiet as kept, drug dealer is a job. It's a pretty hard job, nigga. The stakes are high. Dumbass. If you in love with Jay Wilson, help him get a job. Tommy, you ain't got no goddamn job, nigga. I got 2 jobs. I got 2 jobs. Everything got to be bragged on. What'd you say? Then Mark come in there yesterday. What'd you say, boo? Is that you? He look at the camera. What'd you say, boo? What'd you say, boo? Stupid ass punk. Is he still drinking? Mm-hmm. Okay. Hi, Gemini. I missed anything? What's going on here? Y'all have a lovely Saturday. I think I'm gonna go. I think I have a dinner. I'm gonna go to dinner. Baby, you were doing so good, Squeak. Come here, ding dong. Ding, 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 ding. I learned that from my mama. Come and say hello to the peoples. Get bum up here. Hello, peoples. What you doing? I'm Ivy. Look at there. Look at that face. Did you see that face? Ain't he cute? You're doing pretty good, boy. I'll be through. All right, you guys, I'm out of here. Hey, S. Hutchison. I have 2 skills. I'm gonna hit Jay Wilson link next time with the resume. My resume. Girl, cracking motherfuckers upside the head. That's my resume, nigga. Later, people.